Foggy conditions are settling across portions of the area this early morning. I'll have a closer look at the upcoming forecast coming up in just a few seconds.
Plus, the midterm matchups are set. From the governor's race to congressional seats, we're running down the races.
The Powerball prize is still growing. Your next shot at close to $1 billion.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Wednesday, August 12th. We are having a few technical difficulties this morning, so bear with us. It is 6 a.m. and we'll start by getting a check on our forecast with meteorologist Nicole Skalicki. It'll be hard to see our technical difficulties through the fog though, right?
Yes, it is quite foggy out there. We are actually seeing a little bit of that fog on radar, believe it or not. Mostly clear for most of us, but we can see those patches of green popping up across the area. Just the sparse areas, that's actually that fog being picked up on radar. Signs that it is fairly dense outside, and you can see that really well. In La Crosse downtown, can't even make out the river or the bluffs. 71 degrees, so warm and muggy and foggy. Visibility down to 1 mile at the airport. Vastly different story though in Eau Claire, although you can tell the sky is a little bit of a tinted to the orange grayish levels, and that's because we still have plenty of wildfire smoke lingering in the sky. So while the visibility is not affected by fog, we are still seeing that haze in the sky, especially for portions further to the north. Here's your visibility across the area. Really anyone south of I-94 dealing with those vast deductions more widespread this morning because it is going to be quite muggy as you first step out the door. Going throughout the day today, warm. We'll still have patchy sunshine later on today, but again, that haze is going to be covering up a lot of that blue sky. Not impacting our temperatures though. Still expecting to warm into the mid to upper 80s today. That haze could linger and actually reach near the surface, possibly impacting your air quality later on. I'll have all the details and everything you need to know coming up in a little bit.
Thank you, Nicole. And this morning, the November midterm election is set. David Crowley winning the Democratic primary for Wisconsin governor. That call finally coming in at about 2:45 this morning. Here are the numbers. You see Crowley with 40%, Hong at 39%. A very tight race there. And News 8 Now, Seth Padilla has more on that race from the newsroom. Seth.
Yeah, good morning to you, Alexandra. This morning, it appears the socialist surge has stopped. David Crowley went into the race with the backing of Governor Tony Evers. He also had cash, more than $1 million in donations since re-entering the race on July 18th. So what went wrong for Francesca Hong? She was showing a double-digit lead going into this primary. Some political watchers think voters might have felt Hong's socialist views would not have been able to defeat Republican Tom Tiffany. One more thing to remember, Evers publicly stated that Crowley is the only Democrat he believes can defeat Tom Tiffany in the general election. Crowley is expected to speak at some point this morning, and voters will now have 2.5 months to learn more about him. Reporting live in the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you, Seth. And on the Republican side, Tom Tiffany easily winning the primary, securing 96% of the vote.
This isn't a typical election about red versus blue. This is an election about the very soul of the state of Wisconsin.
Tiffany already has the backing of President Trump. Another marquee matchup, the Democratic primary for the 3rd Congressional District. Rebecca Cook winning her second straight primary election, defeating Emily Berge. The result 61 to 39%. Republican Derek Van Orden reacting to Cook's win. Here's what he had to say.
3 months for me looks like what we've been doing for 3 years, working tirelessly for the people in the 3rd Congressional District for the state of Wisconsin and Wisconsin writ large.
And in the Minnesota gubernatorial race, Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar easily winning her primary with 89% of the vote. She beat out 6 other candidates. Here's some of her victory speech.
I am running for the people of Minnesota, and I'm going to govern for the people of Minnesota.
Klobuchar entered the race in January after Governor Tim Walz said he would not seek a 3rd term. On the Republican side, the My Pillow guy, Mike Lindell, losing to Minnesota House Speaker Lisa DeMuth. The numbers there, 43 to 32%. DeMuth earned the win despite trailing MAGA candidate Lindell in recent polls.
We are ready to serve Minnesota, get together, and make this place stronger and better than where we find ourselves, and we are excited for the challenge.
There were 7 candidates running on the Republican side. For a complete wrap on the races, results, and full analysis, head over to news8000.com. And we'll get another check on our forecast now with meteorologist Nicole Skalicki.
Well, we're still seeing some low chances for rain over the next 2 days. Nothing that looks to be very widespread or super impactful overall, but the chance persists nonetheless. Most of us staying dry through the end of the week, but your low rain chances continue both today and into tomorrow. Also continuing that haze. Your smoke is lingering all the way through the end of the week. In fact, some areas could actually see some of that upper air smoke reaching closer to the surface, making minor impacts on your air quality, but definitely more noticeable than it has been in the last few days. Your weekend still has some questions. The potential for a wet start, at least on Saturday, but nothing is set in stone quite yet. We could still see that changing around a little bit in the coming days. Your air quality right now, mostly unimpacted, some moderate amounts of smoke near the surface, which is fairly minor, just sitting in the yellow, but we could see that entering into possibly the orange, which would be unhealthy for sensitive groups in the coming hours, likely later on this evening. For now, your air quality is fine. We're just seeing plenty of smoke, especially further to the south. La Crosse, very little visibility. Eau Claire, though, the fog is clear, but definitely a haze in the sky. Over a closer look at that air quality forecast and what we can expect for our rain chances coming up in just a little bit.
And some News 8 follow-ups to get to now. A La Crosse man is facing criminal charges in the death of Tariana Thompson. 61-year-old Richard Myron is charged with homicide by negligent operation of a vehicle. He allegedly ran a stop sign, striking Thompson as she rode her bike in May. Tony Romo's future at CBS remains uncertain. The network's sports president still assessing his fate. Romo was arrested last month outside of Milwaukee for allegedly driving under the influence. CBS News confirming President Trump was secretly escorted off of Air Force One and put onto a military aircraft when he left Turkey in July. CBS's Olivia Rinaldi reports.
An apparent threat from Iran prompted President Trump to play a shell game with planes as he left July's NATO summit in Turkey.
Obviously, we had gathered some intelligence that there was a plot against President Trump. No huge surprise. The Iranian regime has threatened to kill him.
Cameras captured the president boarding Air Force One. Then he slipped off and onto a catering truck to reach a smaller Air Force C-32A parked nearby, also leaving staffers and the press on the original plane.
It does appear as if the individuals on Air Force One itself were used as a decoy, and it does appear that there was an assessment that Air Force One may have been a likely target for bad actors.
Both planes then flew from Ankara, Turkey to Mildenhall Air Force Base in England, where the president secretly reboarded Air Force One for a public exit. Even the use of the legacy Air Force One was a change. President Trump flew to Turkey on the new jet that was gifted by Qatar, but that plane does not have all of the security fortifications of the older aircraft. President Trump talked with press aboard the new jet during the final leg of the journey from England to D.C. They asked why they had to lower the window shades during takeoff in Turkey.
I think that Iran was possibly thinking, trying
Well, I mean, if they asked you to close your windows, probably they feel that way. They didn't ask me to close mine, but if they did, I would have done it. No, these are sick people, so I could see something like that.
The new Air Force One is scheduled to receive security upgrades this fall. Olivia Rinaldi, CBS News, the White House.
The time now is 6:08. Still ahead on your morning news. Spotify doing something new with the help of AI. How to organize your listening, plus millions of students losing their free school lunches this year. Will your child be one of them? But first, more election results.
At Cedar Lake Speedway, champions don't quit after a crash. They get back up and fight. If you've been injured, Bike Off and Roadie brings that same relentless fight to your case. We get your life back on track.
It's happening this weekend. The King Furniture 72-hour mattress sale with incredible deals on the most comfortable mattresses. Take 10% off every mattress in our store. Plus, get 12 months interest-free financing. Get the therapeutic Jasmine Eurotop mattress for just $539 this weekend only. And get free delivery, too. The King Furniture 72-hour mattress sale this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only.
It was supposed to be a patio. They had the right idea, but the wrong tools. Not anymore. With the John Deere 3 Series tractor's easy-to-change implements, this palette of possibilities is finally going to fulfill its destiny.
Conquer every task on your list. Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Ron was an active guy.
I'm an outdoorsman.
Until plantar fasciitis pain hit.
My wife said, I'm going to take you to the Good Feet store.
Now?
I can do my happy dance. That's what Good Feet dance.
Come in for your free fitting.
I'm Tom Tiffany, and it's time to fix problems. 7 in 10 fourth graders cannot read at grade level. Less than half of hospitals post their prices. Families can't afford homes. When I'm governor, we'll raise academic standards. Make healthcare more transparent. Stop Wall Street from buying our homes and lower property taxes. Kids who can read, prices you can see, a home you can own. That's a Wisconsin that works for everyone, and that's the common sense governor I'll be.
In Winona, your perfect stay starts at Hotel 44 North. Stay in the heart of downtown with elegant rooms and spacious suites with kitchenettes, ideal for work, play, or a little of both. Wake up to breathtaking river and bluff views. Then hit the trail, shops, and waterfront just steps away. After the adventure, relax in the pool or sauna, recharge in the fitness center, or toast the night at Latitude Bar and Lounge. Hotel 44 North. Comfort, style, and hometown charm.
It's an easy puzzle to solve. The one app your phone can't live without. Bringing you local news, sports, streaming video, and a lot more. The News 8 Now app. Get it today. Oh, and good job on the puzzle.
Battles aren't won solely on the field. That's a common misconception. Battles are won within, over enemies of fear, enemies of doubt. In that place where promises are kept. Promises to oneself. Promises to one's community. Promises to one's country. In the heart of every Marine, you'll find a promise. A promise forever kept. A promise of battles won.
Cedar Lake Speedway has thrilled families for over 60 years. Bygoff and Rohde has fought for the injured for over 50. Two legacies, one shared community. When life gets knocked off course, we get your life back on track.
In your morning consumer news, the wine industry facing one of its toughest stretches in decades. Sales falling to their lowest level in 20 years. Wine growers say the problem is demand. Some wineries even ripping out vineyards to reduce supply. And Spotify will start labeling accounts that appear to be AI generated. It'll start adding labels that say AI persona. That badge will be on the artist profile, in the search tab, and next to names on playlists. The Powerball jackpot now worth $1 billion. Tonight's drawing is the 8th biggest jackpot in Powerball history. The grand prize cashes out to $433 million. Fewer children qualify for free school meals this fall. Consumer reporter Michelle Renee Quinn shares how the Trump administration's One Big Beautiful Bill is impacting SNAP benefits.
The Nonpartisan Center on Budget and Policy Priorities estimates changes to SNAP under the 2025 federal tax and spending law have led to 4.5 million people losing food stamps since the law was enacted, and that's including 1.5 million children. SNAP enrollment automatically qualifies many students for free meals. The changes could prevent more schools from offering free meals to all students through a high poverty program. An Urban Institute analysis estimates 18.3 million students could be affected, potentially adding about $2,200 a year in food costs for a family with just 2 school-age children. Now, the loss of SNAP benefits and free meals at school can put many consumers in the middle of tough choices like choosing between buying groceries or paying for other essentials like rent. That's your Consumer Report. I'm Michelle Renee Quinn.
And let's look at your consumer news. We will send it over to Nicole now. She's got an update on the forecast and that fog and smoke, Nicole.
Oh yeah, we get all of the visibility issues in the coming days. Can actually see some of that fog on radar now as that sun starts to rise a little bit more. A lot of bugs out there as well, possibly some more mayflies by the river. A little bit of that being picked up on the radar as well. Otherwise, to our south, stronger thunderstorms still moving through most of the state of Iowa and will continue to for the next coming hours. Thankfully, doesn't look to impact us. As we go later on into the morning, here we are on our futurecast at about 8 a.m. That large system does just graze near the border of Wisconsin and Illinois, but looks to stay south of the Wisconsin River Valley. It'll be close. Could possibly see and hear some thunder if you're further to the south. Otherwise, for us back home, we're just expecting maybe a stray shower as we go throughout the morning hours. Then later on into the evening, a few pop-up showers north of I-94 for today. Otherwise, most of us actually look to stay pretty dry for your Wednesday. Even some sunshine popping out later on into the afternoon, although we're still expecting that haze to be out there, so not necessarily going to be sunny blue skies, maybe a sunny gray or orange sky. As we go into tomorrow morning, still going to be seeing that low chance for showers then. Really going to be a low chance for showers for the coming days, most of the rest of the week. This one mainly south of I-90, some late steady rain through the late morning, possibly a few thunderstorms scattered, low, weaker end thunderstorms. Nothing going to be too major or too soaking of a rain. Then going into the afternoon and in the evening, areas north of I-94 have the chance for some pop-up thunderstorms to form. Very small, as you can see, not really going to be taking up too much space. They form pretty quickly and fall apart just as quickly. So maybe a quick downpour for very small, isolated locations, most of us likely staying dry throughout the afternoon. There is a stationary front further to our south. For now, there were signs it could move a little bit further into the north, but as you can see, it does do a pretty efficient job of firing thunderstorms off to our south for now. So thankfully, as we go into Thursday evening and into Friday, this does look to stay out of our area, but even a little bit of a shift could bring more thunderstorm activity for portions south of I-90 again going into Friday. For now, chances are fairly low. It does look to stay further to our south, just like this morning's risk does as well. Your severe weather risk today, mainly for those storms moving through Iowa right now, portions sitting in the yellow, which is a level 2 out of 5 for us. We're, for the most part, in the light green, which just means that we could see some rain, but no severe weather activity. Just grazed into the Wisconsin River Valley with that darker red, or excuse me, that darker green, which is a level 1 out of 5, just for the low chance that some of those morning storms do move a little bit further to the north. Again, the chance for maybe some thunder and lightning, but nothing that looks to be too major making its way into our area. Then going into tomorrow with that stationary front still staying to the south, really the same area that's being impacted today, and the main story south of us, still in that light green, which is the chance for just some rain. Otherwise, the severe weather, thankfully, well out of our area, not having to deal with it. As we head towards the weekend, though, we do still have that chance for more significant rainfall falling on Saturday. To start your weekend off, a lower chance for Sunday. Sunday now really trending to be on the dry side, apart from some lingering showers in the morning. Saturday, though, still holding on to potential for a more long-lasting widespread type of rain to start the weekend off. Still some room for change as it is coming over some of the last weekends for some of us as summer is coming to an end, school starting soon. Hopefully we'll at least get a little bit of a dry break in that weekend. Your forecast highs today actually getting quite warm with the sun shining out there. High temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, even a little bit muggy out there as well. As we go into the coming days, temperatures staying pretty steady in the low 80s, or at least near that 80-degree mark. And again, still looking at those rain chances for the weekend.
Thank you, Nicole. As you wake up this morning, leaving you with a live wake-up call of Marinette, Wisconsin. You can see here the Menominee River right there below. Stay with us. Your morning sports blitz is up next.
And still ahead, the midterm matchups are set. From the governor's race to congressional seats, we're running down the races.
Holman Locker and Meat Market is your place for fresh, quality, local meat. Now's the time to stock up on our summer meat bundle, which includes top sirloin, ground beef, Polish sausage, chicken fillet, pork chops, locker dogs, and brats. Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more.
There's never been a better time to enjoy quality Smith Brothers sofas, sectionals, and chairs than right now during the annual Smith Brothers sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. You'll save on the latest sofa styles, stunning casual sectionals, and cozy chairs and recliners. Smith Brothers, made in America by skilled craftsmen dedicated to putting quality first. Plus, there's even special financing on all Smith Brothers furniture. Smith Brothers Furniture at the best prices of the year, now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Family owned for over 100 years.
You're getting a whole lot more with Arby's Meat in 3. 3 sides, your choice of sandwich, and now saucy buffalo ranch. That's a pretty good deal.
Arby's, we have the meat. It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
With a built Ford Tough truck, you instantly get more capable.
Especially with the quality of F-150 and Super Duty.
That's more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards for trucks than any other brand.
2 years in a row.
And keep all that quality safe with the Ford Security Package. The quality of a Ford truck with a great deal.
It could be life-changing.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months, no payments for 90 days, and $1,000 toward your down payment on F-150, plus a complimentary 2-year premium maintenance plan.
Talk is cheap. Pandering politician Tom Tiffany pretends he's anything but a congressman with a MAGA agenda. The truth? Tiffany's agenda is so radical that even Republicans say he's part of a group of legislative terrorists in Congress. He supported January 6 rioters, voted to slash Social Security services, and co-sponsored a bill to ban abortion with no exceptions for rape or incest. Tom Tiffany's real agenda is too extreme.
Where's the best place for local, fresh, quality meat? The Holman Locker and Meat Market, of course. Our homemade brats are on sale this month for just $4.99 per pound. Grab some mustard and check out our beer selection. Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day.
News 8 Now Sports. Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports.
Ground and pound football, not many teams do it more than Holman, and lately even less do it better than the Vikings. Coach Kowalski's team has found themselves atop the MVC standings the last 2 years, and the program is determined to continue building with their smash mouth style of play. Now, some key pieces have departed due to their graduation, including their starting QB and top 4 rushers and receivers. But Holman takes pride in their depth, and they're confident those new starters, they're not going to miss a beat. And the Vikings will have 30 seniors on this year's roster, so there's plenty of familiarity that returns.
You're going to win and lose on Friday nights, not by what you do the couple days leading up to it. It's what you did in the off season. And I've been around here 19 years, and this group of seniors has done everything I've asked them in the off season as far as lifting weights and staying in shape and doing the small things. So when they do that stuff, it just leads to success on game days.
And Holman got the most out of their offseason work, so things are moving at a much quicker pace earlier in the season than usual.
We have a lot of returning guys, so that helps. So we prioritize efficiency, and then being where we need to be at the right time always helps. So with a lot of guys that have experience doing it, I feel like we're a lot further ahead this year than we've ever been. Our senior class, our junior class, we're all really close-knit people. We love playing with each other, and I think our chemistry is what's going to help us win games.
The Vikings will begin this season at home against Medford before starting a stretch of 4 straight away games in weeks 2 through 5. 4th straight playoff appearance for the Loggers, but gotta win tonight to advance. And lacrosse jumps in front for the 3rd straight game as Logan DeGroot's sack fly plates the first game run. But it didn't take long for Eau Claire to answer as Jake Bussin pops out his 8th homer of the season to tie things up. Then the Express jump in front in the 6th inning as Bussin doesn't send this one out, but that flyout scores a run, and the Logger offense couldn't get much going. And the Express are headed to the Great Plains Championship as Eau Claire wins 3-1 to end lacrosse's season. That's going to do it for your morning sports blitz. Alexandra has more news on your way next.
What is Spectrum Internet? It's secure internet for you and your family.
It's keeping kids like us safe online.
It's everything you want it to be. Switch today at spectrum.com.
Wesco Home, proud to be part of your home. At Wesco Home, we're reminded every day that we're more than just a store. For over 100 years, we've been a part of the Sparta community. For generations, you've trusted us with your homes, your families, and some of life's biggest decisions. That support means everything to us. It allows us to keep doing what we love, serving our neighbors every single day. Thank you for choosing Wesco Home. From our family to yours, thank you.
At TJR Improvements, we pride ourselves in our all-inclusive approach. From start to finish, we handle it all.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bathroom, we can bring it to life.
We focus on low-pressure sales, fast and free estimates, followed up by custom design and quality work.
From stunning kitchens and custom cabinetry to bathrooms that feel like your own private retreat.
We guarantee you reliability, clear communication, and a great project experience. Contact TJR Improvements to start that project discussion and for your free consultation.
Real leaders fix broken systems. That's why Congressman Derek Van Orden fought for us and delivered real healthcare reform that puts American patients first. By ending waste, fraud, and abuse in massive hospital systems, finally ensuring accountability and oversight so no taxpayer dollars are wasted and care is delivered at the lowest prices possible so everyone can afford treatment. Thank Congressman Derek Van Orden and tell him to keep fighting to fix the broken hospital system and put American patients first.
Honoring great teachers in our community, News 8 Now presents this month's top-notch teacher.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm here because of children, because of my passion to give them a piece of childhood and instill the love of learning that was given to me.
Learn more about this month's top-notch teacher at news8000.com.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger.
You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
At Spectrum, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between speed, reliability, and value. That's why Spectrum fiber-powered internet gives you all three for just $40 a month. Call now or go online.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Areas of fog are still lingering this early morning, although we should expect some more sunshine to come through as we head into the afternoon hours. I'll have all the details coming up in just a couple seconds.
Plus, the midterm matchups are set. From the governor's race to congressional seats, we're running down the races.
A national curling event comes to La Crosse later this month. We've got the details ahead.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this morning.
Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Wednesday, August 12th. It is 6:30, just about. Thank you for waking up with us on this Wednesday. We'll start by getting a check on our forecast with meteorologist Nicole Skalicksky. Dealing with some more fog and some smoke later, you said.
Yeah, the smoke will be coming back, unfortunately. Could actually be sinking closer to the surface, possibly making minor impacts to some of our air qualities. Just all the visibility concerns as we head into the next coming days. For now, just seeing the fog outside in La Crosse. Can start to make out the Mississippi River a little bit better now, but can't really see the bluffs across the river. 71 degrees with visibility down to 3 miles. So improving slowly, but still foggy out there in Eau Claire. Cloud coverage lingering and that haze. You can see it in the sky. 63, much cooler without the low-lying clouds further to the north and clear visibility. Still going to be lingering really for anyone south of I-94 with denser areas of fog, especially closer to those river valleys, but it is starting to improve, especially compared to where we were just about an hour ago. For the rest of your day, expect sunshine to actually come out this afternoon. That'll prompt our high temperatures to warm up pretty nicely into the mid and upper 80s, although that comes with an increase in dew point as well. Could be a little bit muggy as you head out the door both today and through the rest of the afternoon. A very August-like day ahead of us. We'll continue to see that mugginess and the chance, like Alexandra said, for some more smoke to enter into the area. So have a closer look at that smoke forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right, we will see you then. Thank you, Nicole. This morning, the November midterm election is set. David Crowley winning the Democratic primary for Wisconsin governor. That call finally coming in at 2:45 this morning. You see the numbers here. Crowley with 40%, Hong 39%, a very tight race. And our coverage continues with News 8 Now's Seth Padilla. Seth.
Yeah, good morning to you, Alexandra. This morning, it appears the socialist surge has stopped. David Crowley went into the race with the backing of Governor Tony Evers. He also had cash, more than $1 million in donations since re-entering the race on July 18th. So what went wrong for Francesca Hong? She was showing double-digit leads going into the primary. Now, some political watchers think voters might have felt Hong's socialist views wouldn't be able to defeat Republican Tom Tiffany. Now, one more thing to remember, Evers publicly stated that Crowley is the only Democrat he believes that can defeat Tom Tiffany in the general election. Crowley is expected to speak at some point this morning. Voters will also have 2.5 months to learn more about him. Reporting live in the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you, Seth. And on the Republican side, Tom Tiffany easily winning the primary, securing 96% of the vote.
This isn't a typical election about red versus blue. This is an election about the very soul of the state of Wisconsin.
Tiffany already has the backing of President Trump. Another marquee matchup, the Democratic primary for the 3rd Congressional District. Rebecca Cook winning her second straight primary election, defeating Emily Berge 61 to 39%. Republican Derek Van Orden reacting to Cook's win. Take a listen.
3 months for me looks like what we've been doing for 3 years, working tirelessly for the people in the 3rd Congressional District for the state of Wisconsin and Wisconsin writ large.
And in the Minnesota gubernatorial race, Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar easily winning her primary with 89% of the vote. She beat out 6 other candidates. Here's part of her victory speech.
I am running for the people of Minnesota, and I'm going to govern for the people of Minnesota.
Klobuchar entered the race in January after Governor Tim Walz said he would not seek a 3rd term. On the Republican side, the MyPillow guy, Mike Lindell, losing to Minnesota House Speaker Lisa DeMuth. Those numbers, 43 to 32%. DeMuth earned the win despite trailing MAGA candidate Lindell in recent polls.
We are ready to serve Minnesota, get together and make this place stronger and better than where we find ourselves, and we are excited for the challenge.
There were 7 candidates running on the Republican side. For a complete wrap-up on the races, results, and full analysis, you can head over to news8000.com. We'll check back in with Nicole now. She's got another update on our forecast for us, and we're going to see some more smoke today, Nicole.
Yeah, we definitely have that haze still lingering in the sky out there. Some of that could be reaching closer to the surface as we go into the coming hours later on this evening as well. For the next few days, low rain chances continue, very low rain chances, but they persist nonetheless. Most of us look to stay dry. That smoke, though, does linger. We've already seen that haze for the last few days. We're going to continue to see it through at least the end of the week, and unfortunately, some more of that could actually be reaching closer to the surface, potentially making some minor impacts on your air quality later on today. For your weekend, still looking to see some showers moving in for your Saturday. Sunday, trending drier, but none of that is set in stone yet. Still some questions on how much rain we could actually see impacting any weekend plans you may have. Your air quality currently right now not too impacted, still in the green and the yellow, which is only causing minor impacts, although we could see that worsening likely as we head later on into this evening for portions of the area. So I'll have a closer look at your smoke forecast and what the coming week has coming up in just a little bit.
Thank you, Nicole. A couple of follow-ups to get to now. Lacrosse man now facing criminal charges in the death of Tariana Thompson. 61-year-old Richard Myron is charged with homicide by negligent operation of a vehicle. He allegedly ran a stop sign, striking Thompson as she rode her bike in May. Tony Romo's future at CBS remaining uncertain. The network's sports president still assessing his fate. Romo was arrested last month outside of Milwaukee for allegedly driving under the influence. And CBS News confirming President Trump was secretly escorted off of Air Force One and put onto a military aircraft when he left the NATO summit in July. CBS's Olivia Rinaldi reports.
An apparent threat from Iran prompted President Trump to play a shell game with planes as he left July's NATO summit in Turkey.
Obviously, we had gathered some intelligence that there was a plot against President Trump. No huge surprise. The Iranian regime has threatened to kill him.
Cameras captured the president boarding Air Force One. Then he slipped off and onto a catering truck to reach a smaller Air Force C-32A parked nearby, also leaving staffers and the press on the original plane.
It does appear as if the individuals on Air Force One itself were used as a decoy, and it does appear that there was an assessment that Air Force One may have been a likely target for bad actors.
Both planes then flew from Ankara, Turkey to Mildenhall Air Force Base in England, where the president secretly reboarded Air Force One for a public exit. Even the use of the legacy Air Force One was a change. President Trump flew to Turkey on the new jet that was gifted by Qatar. But that plane does not have all of the security fortifications of the older aircraft. President Trump talked with press aboard the new jet during the final leg of the journey from England to D.C. They asked why they had to lower the window shades during takeoff in Turkey.
I think that Iran was possibly thinking targeting.
Well, I mean, if they asked you to close your windows, probably they'd feel that way. They didn't ask me to close mine, but if they did, I would have done it. You know, these are sick people, so I could see something like that.
The new Air Force One is scheduled to receive security upgrades this fall. Olivia Rinaldi, CBS News, the White House.
And the city of Madison estimates it spent $1 million responding to protests and boosting police presence after the shooting of Corey Ruiz. Ashley Wheel reports.
We have preliminary estimates right now of about $1 million.
The city of Madison is gathering early estimates after nearly a week and a half of protests and police working around the clock.
What is happening at that intersection, does require a lot of officers to respond when needed.
Officers continue to patrol the intersection after the memorial and encampment on Williamson and South Baldwin Streets was taken down.
So we will continue to have people out in that intersection or nearby, as well as the other events. It's a pretty busy weekend here in Madison.
Madison police had assistance from other agencies, but the city does not expect to have mutual aid costs.
There are sort of reciprocal arrangements between the Madison Police Department and other law enforcement agencies. That could change going forward, depending on the scale of assistance needed.
Finance Director David Shemidiki says this is not the city's first time dealing with unexpected costs.
For some context, there were protests that occurred in 2020, and at that time, sort of the incremental overtime costs for the police department over a span of time of roughly 6 months was about $2 million.
The city says it budgets for the unexpected.
We set aside about $2 million in every budget in what we call a contingent reserve for emergencies. So there remains funding there that can help cover these costs.
But nothing is set in stone.
Based on the numbers we have today, it's manageable within the current city budget, but things can change.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
Jordan is 8 years old. He loves exploring nature, roller skating, and pizza parties.
Sounds pretty good. And Nova is also 8. She is sassy, smart, crafty, and loves animals, especially birds.
Happy birthday to the both of you. If you know someone special turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we would love to feature them.
Just upload their photo to our website under the Features tab on news8000.com. Coming up, a national curling event coming to La Crosse later this month. The local club joins us live with a preview.
Support local businesses by shopping at Bean Juice in Jackson Plaza. Start your day off right with fresh coffee roasted in-house. Open since 2002, Bean Juice is a woman-owned company. Enjoy a cup of comfort in a relaxed atmosphere for an elevated coffee experience. Shop local, shop Jackson Plaza.
It was supposed to be a patio. They had the right idea, but the wrong tools. Not anymore. With the John Deere 3 Series tractor's easy-to-change implements, this palette of possibilities is finally going to fulfill its destiny.
Conquer every task on your list. Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Find everything you need to celebrate the summer and get an 11% rebate at Menards. From outdoor furniture to your favorite snacks, we're your one-stop shop for all your summer essentials. Whether you're soaking up the sun, gathering around the campfire, or going on your next summer adventure, Menards has everything you need to beat the heat and have an unforgettable summer. Have fun in the sun with these hot deals at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
There's never been a better time to enjoy quality Smith Brothers sofas, sectionals, and chairs than right now during the annual Smith Brothers sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. You'll save on the latest sofa styles, stunning casual sectionals, and cozy chairs and recliners. Smith Brothers, made in America by skilled craftsmen dedicated to putting quality first. Plus, there's even special financing on all Smith Brothers furniture. Smith Brothers furniture at the best prices of the year, now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Family owned for over 100 years.
Welcome to Hotel 44 North, where history, nature, and hospitality meet. Nestled in the heart of downtown Winona, our boutique retreat features 76 elegant rooms, including 24 spacious suites with kitchenettes, perfect for weekend getaways or extended stays. Step outside to river views, bluff-top scenery, downtown shops, and scenic trails. Inside, enjoy luxury rooms, a pool, and sauna, all backed by our best rate guarantee. Unwind in our cozy lobby or sift craft cocktails at Latitude Bar and Lounge. Hotel 44 North, your place in Winona.
I'm Tom Tiffany, and it's time to fix problems. 7 and 10 fourth graders cannot read at grade level. Less than half of hospitals post their prices. Families can't afford homes. When I'm governor, we'll raise academic standards. Make healthcare more transparent. Stop Wall Street from buying our homes and lower property taxes. Kids who can read, prices you can see, a home you can own. That's a Wisconsin that works for everyone, and that's the common sense governor I'll be.
Support local businesses by using Meridian Marketing Services in Jackson Plaza. From creative marketing and branding to digital solutions and promotional products, Meridian is committed to helping local businesses thrive. Shop local, shop Jackson Plaza.
Well, we still have some showers potentially across the area. A lot of the stuff being picked up on radar right now, actually still that lingering fog out there. So still some visibility problems for some of us, especially south of I-90, but it won't be lasting for too much longer. Cloud coverage lingers for the next coming hours, and with that, maybe some spotty showers south of I-90 through the late morning, but nothing very major. Actually going into the afternoon, we should see more sunshine. Going to have some cloud coverage out there, but partly sunny skies at least expected for your afternoon. We should see that warming us up too as well. Going to be a little bit of a warm and muggy day ahead of us. Still the low chance of a few isolated thunderstorms north of I-94 later on this evening, but again, nothing that would be causing too much of a soaker. More rain chances coming tomorrow morning, then especially south of I-90 in the late morning. Very steady light rain. Thunderstorm chances fairly low for tomorrow, but the rain chances continue nonetheless. Again, a lot of us will be dodging this and staying dry, but that chance is going to be there nonetheless, even for a few pop-up showers later on in the afternoon. The type of activity that builds pretty quickly and then kind of falls apart on itself as well. So wouldn't be lasting for too long, but could give some very localized areas a quick downpour nonetheless. Also having to deal with that smoke. We've seen some lingering haze across the area so far this week, especially when that sun comes out, you can tell, and we're still seeing it. Early this morning, your smoke, this is in the air above us, still in that dark red, which is very high for the smoke content. That continues all the way into tomorrow evening and even, or to this evening, excuse me, and even into tomorrow afternoon. Although with that rain tomorrow morning, could see the air clearing out just a tad, but still going to see that smoke lasting, especially for areas north of I-90 all the way into tomorrow night. Better signs of improvement on the horizon as we look towards Friday. How much longer that improvement could actually push the smoke out, though, still a little bit of a question. What we do know is that, unfortunately, some more of this is going to be reaching the surface. Your smoke at the surface this morning, fairly low and minor, but as we go into the evening hours, that's where we could see some quick minor impacts to your air quality, especially for folks further north of I-90 into the evening time frame. Enough smoke near the surface where you might be able to smell it, potentially causing impacts for those in more sensitive groups towards worsening air quality. It doesn't last for too long. It does improve briefly as we head into tomorrow morning, but does look to come back around. Not quite as strong for tomorrow evening as we're expecting for this evening, but still some more at the surface than we've seen in the past few days. Also still seeing that sign of improvement going into tomorrow evening. So hopefully doesn't carry over too much. We actually have more rain in the forecast for your weekend, which could do a good job of clearing the air out, but only something to keep an eye on over the next coming days. Your forecast highs today, again, actually going to be a little bit warm and a little bit muggy, especially when that sun comes out this afternoon. High temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. 87 this afternoon in La Crosse, 88 in Eau Claire. Then going for the coming days, today will probably be the warmest, although we're still going to be dealing with a little bit of that mugginess, even though temperatures subside, staying pretty steady in the low 80s. And of course, still seeing that chance for some showers to start your weekend off on Saturday.
Thank you, Nicole. New this morning, La Crosse is hosting a national curling event later this month, and the La Crosse Curling Club is here this morning to tell us more. Good morning to you both. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Robert and Caitlin, yeah, great to see you. So for people who maybe have never watched curling, just give us a quick explanation of what it is and why it's so addictive to watch.
Yeah, so on the basis level, it's two teams competing on ice, throwing 8 stones each, trying to be the one to score the closest into the house, which is that bullseye looking item at the end of the sheet. But the great thing about it is it's super accessible to play. You can play at 9 or 90 years old, and I have been beat by a 9 and a 90-year-old. So it's really fun, and you don't have to be super athletic to enjoy it, which is what makes it so accessible and exciting to watch and also participate in.
All right, great.
I was trying to get into it a little bit, I'm sure, as a lot of people were during the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, she was talking about it.
That was like my most watched sport. A little hard to understand the scoring at first, but like you said, once you get into it, it is very easy to catch on to. So something that I'm sure you would love more people to participate in. Actually, you have an event coming up called the Cooley Sweep. And then what is a Bonspiel and who's competing?
Well, we'll start with the Cooley Sweep part. So it's an event that has national appeal, and we chose the name because we're in the Cooley region, and sweep is part of what we do in our sport.
Right.
And we were looking for something that would capture both the sport and the geographic area. Bonspiel?
Bonspiel is a Scottish term that is basically just saying tournament. And so our Cooley Sweep is going to have 3 divisions, a men's qualifying, a women's qualifying, and then an open one, which is just teams of both men's and women that are competing a minimum of 3 games the weekend that we have the Cooley Sweep.
Okay, very cool there. And so this is the 3rd year lacrosse has been selected to host by USA Curling. Tell us a little bit about that and what that says about your club.
Well, the national event comes up a little bit later, and this year I think in November.
Okay.
November
And
11th.
so there are 10 regions in the United States Curling Association. And so from those 10, they have competed for their representatives into the national championships, men's and women's divisions. So our event then, those teams in the men and women's division who win will get a natural berth to the national championship.
Okay,
so
very exciting.
Teams that didn't make their spot in the region or didn't even compete in the region can come and compete in this and then have a chance to go to the national championships in November. What it says about us is we're pretty well organized, and we put the bid in very early, the first year and the second year, and then again this 3rd year that we're hosting it. So they know that we can pull off a good event. We give a lot of credit to the Omni Center staff who help us convert Rink 2 into a really good ice surface for curling and support us in the hospitality side, and it's just a wonderful event, and I think we have a good reputation in the nation for that.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. And so how can people get tickets if they want to attend the Cooley Sweep?
Well, you don't need a ticket.
Oh, okay, you can just show up.
You show up, Rink 2 at the Omni Center,
Okay.
and there'll be many of us around in distinctive shirts. So anybody who comes in could ask any one of us for questions.
Okay.
Sometimes we'll have somebody available that could sit with the family and explain what's going on if they don't know that. We want people to enjoy it, and it is a great event to come and watch. And so it'll start Friday afternoon, and then Friday evening, all day Saturday, and finals will be Sunday. So anybody could come any of those times. The doors will be open.
Okay, right at the Onalaska Omni Center. All right, well, thank you so much. I wish we had more time. You guys are giving us so much information on curling. We love it. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Holman Locker and Meat Market is your place for fresh, quality, local meat. Now's the time to stock up on our summer meat bundle, which includes top sirloin, ground beef, Polish sausage, chicken fillet, pork chops, locker dogs, and brats. Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage,
Yes,
man?
sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Talk is cheap. Pandering politician Tom Tiffany pretends he's anything but a congressman with a MAGA agenda. The truth? Tiffany's agenda is so radical that even Republicans say he's part of a group of legislative terrorists in Congress. He supported January 6 rioters, voted to slash Social Security services, and co-sponsored a bill to ban abortion with no exceptions for rape or incest. Tom Tiffany's real agenda is too extreme.
Your brand has a story to tell. Make sure the right people hear it with Meridian Marketing Services in La Crosse. For more than 30 years, Meridian has helped businesses grow through strategic marketing, creative design, digital advertising, media planning, and promotional products that get results. Whether you're launching a new business or taking an established brand to the next level, Meridian Marketing Services delivers customized solutions designed around your goals. Visit meridiancorp.com and discover how Meridian Marketing Services can help your business.
A Freedom Honor Flight benefit, hosted by Trimpolo VFW Post 1915 and Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, is coming August 20th at Trimpolo Sportsman's Club Park. free car show at 4 p.m., great food from 5 to 7, and live music with Bruce and Virgil. A military program honoring veterans starting at 5 p.m. with Beaver Creek Brass performing opening and closing ceremonies. Thank a Veteran, Thursday, August 20th at Trempealeau Sportsman's Club Park.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm with current conditions and updated video forecasts from the local team that warns you first. The News 8 Now First Warn Weather app, giving you more than what you'd expect. Get it now. No, seriously, like, right now.
Where's the best place for local, fresh, quality meat? The Holman Locker and Meat Market, of course. Our homemade brats are on sale this month for just $4.99 per pound. Grab some mustard and check out our beer selection. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
This morning, David Crowley winning the Democratic primary for Wisconsin governor. So it appears the socialist surge has stopped. David Crowley went into the race with the backing of Governor Tony Evers. He also had cash, more than $1 million in donations since re-entering the race on July 18th. So what went wrong for Francesca Hong? She was showing a double-digit lead going into that primary. Now, some political watchers think voters might have felt Hong's socialist views wouldn't be able to defeat Republican Tom Tiffany. One more thing to remember, Evers publicly stated that Crowley is the only Democrat he believes can defeat Tom Tiffany in the general election. Crowley is expected to speak at some point this morning. Reporting live in the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you, Seth. And Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar easily winning her primary in Minnesota with 89% of the vote. She beat out 6 other candidates.
I am running for the people of Minnesota, and I'm going to govern for the people of Minnesota.
Klobuchar entered the race in January after Governor Walz said he would not seek a third term. And Fat Bear Week has some competition. Colorado's Rocky Mountain Biological Lab launching Fat Marmot Week, a first-of-its-kind contest. Marmots pack on pounds all summer ahead of winter hibernation. And starting August 24th, you can vote bracket style on the chubbiest contender. Several marmots already in the running, with more joining each week. Okay, that's a bear, right? I'm like, oh, that's a big marmot. We've been loving this story all morning.
We looked up a little bit more information on it. They actually didn't have a whole lot survive last winter because the snowpack was so light. So the ones that did, of course, ended up being the very chubby ones because they could withstand the cold, which is so sad but so cute now.
They're making
that
the best
get to
of it.
see.
Yeah.
Any chubby animal is my weak spot.
So cute,
Open
those
Kite.
ones. Yeah, they have interesting names. Very interesting names.
I think I saw a picture of that one. It's because she's so wide that she looks like it's a kite just flying. Yeah.
Well, they're adorable.
More weight, more to love, more fluff. That's what I always say. Same goes for my cat. As you head out the door this morning, still some low rain chances both today and tomorrow. Most of us staying dry, but some sprinkles possible nonetheless. Still going to be seeing some smoke lingering in the sky, and your weekend still has some questions on how much rain we can see. But for today, expect a warm and actually somewhat muggy day. High temperatures in the mid-80s, and your dew points will be a little bit steamy as well. So a little warm, a little muggy. Temperatures do subside and stay in the low 80s, though, for the time being after that. So.
All right, one last hot day before the kids head back to school.
Yeah,
Hard
summer's
to
over.
Imagine it. See you back here at noon.